Imagine, just imagine, if one of your everyday household objects could turn into an anime chick. Well, with this anime, you just don't have to imagine. Hey guys, it's HyperNoodlez, and today we're going to be talking about an anime that I've come to love the past few days. And that anime, it's Tsugumomo. I pretty much came across this anime when I was trying to find something that tickles my pickle. I pretty much came across this anime when I was trying to find something new this anime season. And instantly, I was like, wow, this is interesting. Yes. Tsugumomo is currently in its second season, so if you want to start it now, you have a good 13 to 15 episodes that you can binge on, including the ones that they've released for season 2. Now, let's get into the anime itself. Kazuya, the main lead of this anime, seems like a pretty normal high school student at first sight. But when is that ever the case? Kazuya continues his day-to-day activities after the passing of his mother, while holding on to her kimono's obi. Lo and behold, her obi is a Tsugumomo, and this is where we're introduced to the character Kiriha. Basically, a Tsugumomo is an object that is... I'm gonna confuse myself, so let's start from the top. In this world, there are beings or spirits known as Tsukumogami. Tsukumogamis are objects/tools that have gained life through human influence and the curse. The curse is a warped and distorted excess of physical reality. The concentration of curse can vary depending on each single area. But with areas of high curse concentration, abnormal situations tend to manifest quite a bit. Now, Tsukumogamis can be split into two branches, Amasogi and Tsugumomo. Amasogi are objects that are spawned out of the strong wish of the host. These feelings, they're usually of negative orientation, but not always. Amasogis are born through an extremely short time span, which is the exact opposite of a Tsugumomo. Tsugumomos are born out of tools and items, pretty much just like the Amasogi. Tsugumomos appear after generations of usage. As more and more people start to use that one singular item, a piece of everyone's soul, whoever's used that item, starts to float into the item itself, if that makes sense, thus allowing the object to have a soul of itself. While Amasogi collect their power through the curse, Tsugumomos rely on the souls of the users to get their supernatural powers. Over the first few episodes, you kind of start to see the relationship between Kazuya and Kiriha start to develop slightly. You get to know who she is as a person, and you start to get glimpses of her personality, which, by the way, is the fucking best. Kiriha is like almost the exact polar opposite of what Kazuya is. If Kazuya is quiet, Kiriha is loud. If Kazuya is to himself and aware of other people's feelings, Kiriha kind of just goes about doing whatever she wants to make sure she gets what she wants. That's the sort of picture you start to kind of build within the first few episodes. Later on though, you do start to find out a bit more about Kazuya's past, about his mother, and his mother's relationship with Kiriha. Over the next few episodes, you start to learn a bit more also about the local gods that are in each single area. These gods are almost responsible for picking the Malism cleaners or the curse cleaners, which Kazuya has been entrusted with. Kazuya as a person attracts curse, which makes him almost like a prime candidate to be a curse cleaner. And you know, this is where usually in a lot of animes, you know, they'll jump in and be like, I don't want to be a curse cleaner, I don't want to be a curse cleaner, fuck you, I don't want to be a curse cleaner too, but you're gonna be a curse cleaner. I don't know what sort of tangent I just went on there, but the fact of the matter is, initially Kazuya and Kiriha didn't really want to be the curse cleaners. Kiriha seemed to have more of a reason as to why she didn't want Kazuya to become a Malism cleaner, but it wasn't really revealed just yet. Moving on, after Kazuya and Kiriha have been entrusted to be the local curse cleaners, they pretty much go about trying to find Amasogi that have been spawned through this high density of curse within their area. Throughout the entirety of season 1, you have almost like a mini story in each episode, which revolves around at least one Amasogi, which, you know, keeps it really interesting and kind of non-repetitive in my opinion. I kind of think of it as like, it's almost like a video game. You have every new episode is almost like a level, but there's a mini game that you have to beat before you can finish the level, if you get what I mean. Now, Let's move on to the comedy of this entire series. I fucking love it. The comedy in this series, in my opinion, is right the fuck up my alley, which of course that also means it may not appeal to other people. I'm a huge fan when it comes to this sort of direct and outlandish style of comedy, because it's very, I don't know, in your face in a sense. It can also be kind of written off as childish, but I don't give a fuck, man. I laugh, that's all I care about. Not only that, while there is quite a bit of action in this anime, you can see how they've weaved comedy into every single scene, and that's why I think this is one of the best animes that has come out this season. It has a very, very nice balance of not only action but comedy, and also a tiny bit of sci-fi, tad bit, you know, just a tad bit, you know, about an obi turning into a girl. That's just a teeny weeny bit of sci-fi. And like I said before, the humor, it's really direct and it packs a punch, and if you're into that sort of humor that kind of has this no bars held back sort of alleyway, you're gonna fucking love this. On the contrary, the action isn't something that I would scream and shout about. While it's definitely good, it's nothing that I would be looking to give awards to, like the best fucking action anime of all time. It's there, it's prominent, but it's not great. And for the ecchi factor, it's definitely there. All in all, I think this is an anime you should definitely check out this season. The unique storyline, direct comedy, and character design make it a very, very desirable anime, and also that's something really fun to watch. I think that's what makes it one of my personal favorites this season. And on that note, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, please feel free to subscribe and drop a like. And apart from that, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.